blowing day. Fall is here. We had a nor'easter day before yesterday. It lasted a couple of days. Yesterday it was windy, so it dried out a bit, and today I'm going to try to get some of the leaves taken care of. They're not all down yet, far from it, but I try to do them in 3 or 4 times in the fall, and it saves having to do this foot-thick bed of leaves all at once. Nor'easter. No, there's no snow on the ground. Nor'easters in Maine are when a cyclone comes up the coast, it hangs off the coast, and it whips bands of moisture onto the land. Hi.
Hi.
So I have a question.
Yeah. Yes.
Sometimes, do you think I'm a little long-winded?
Yes.
I just noticed it. I was recording out there, and I wanted to say something, and I just went off on this tangent and explained a whole bunch of other stuff that really probably didn't need to be in there. I think it did. Sounded interesting to me, but
Yeah, maybe.
For example,
Okay.
let's say it's hypothetical.
Okay.
Let's say we're with a group of people, and we're talking, and all of a sudden someone says something like, I wonder why the sky is blue. So, what is the first thing you think of when that happens?
And you uh-oh. You're a little long-winded, so.
Well, actually,
What?
I probably do get a little long-winded when something like that happens. And it's probably a bad question to ask me. By the way, water droplets have a really interesting refraction and reflective characteristic that makes it possible for the sky to turn. If it's this time of year, it's rain. If the cold air hits it from Canada coming down from Quebec and it freezes it, it snows. And depending on the type of snow, it's roughly 7 inches of snow per inch of rain. So that if we get 2 or 3 inches of snow, we can get 1.5 feet, of snow. Sometimes more. We get more than that. Particularly if the snow's fluffy, it gets deep. But the nor'easter we had was simply a rain event, but we got a lot of it. So going to try to take care of this because it's supposed to rain again tomorrow for a couple of 3 days. So this is the time to get it done. And the reason I'm out here today for this video is because of this thing. This is an Eagle blower. This is not a review of it. You can see those all over the internet, and most of them are fresh out of the box, and then they look at them and they tell you the features and so forth, and I won't be doing much of that. This one is dusty. I've already put some mileage on it this summer, and this is the first real test of it. It isn't just blowing the dust off the steps. This is autumn leaves, and this is one of the reasons I've got this. I brought you down into my garage to show you a couple of things that kind of the philosophy of the reason why I have the leaf blower I just showed you. This is a great leaf blower. This is an Echo, you can see it right here, Echo 580T gasoline powered leaf blower. This goes on your back, it's got a nozzle, 580 cubic feet per minute of air, which is a lot more than most of the 180s that you see for like an electric one that has a cord to it. Always done a good job. It's got of course a 2-cycle engine in it. Think chainsaw engine. Unlike this thing, the snowblower, which has a 4-cycle engine. 2-cycle engines, 2-cycle engines will will, on the piston on the crankshaft will go around twice before the spark plug fires with gasoline. 4-cycle engine like a snowblower will do 4 revolutions before that happens. So this, you could say, is either can be twice as powerful or can have the same power at half the size. That's why you can have a chainsaw engine or something like this that you can hoist on your back. That's quite powerful and it's not as big a motor. Downsides of it, they tend to be a little more finicky. Whereas you put oil in a 4-cycle engine like you do a car, and it lubricates it. This one you have to mix the oil with the gas, you do the leaves. You kind of let it set a year, and you keep your fingers crossed that it's going to start again. So far, I've had pretty good luck with this. I'm trying to go battery where I can, and until now, it hasn't been practical because the batteries on things like leaf blowers tend to be small, but there are a few companies now that are making larger ones and make it more viable to have enough juice to be able to do a section of lawn or a good part of it at a time. And why did I get the one that I got? That has to do with this thing. The leaf blower that I have that I'll be using is an Eco, and this is also an Eco device. This is the lawnmower. Right now it's folded up for winter storage, but let me unfold it and show you how easy it is to unwinterize it. Now, this isn't a lawnmower review, but this has been a very nice lawnmower. Battery goes here in the front, and that's a 56-volt battery. It'll do 3 lawns my size. My size lawn isn't that big, but it turns on very easily, always starts, and there's virtually no maintenance to it. I also use this lawnmower to move around because when you close it up, pack it up, it's got a handle. It's not much heavier than a suitcase. You can put it right in the back of the truck. As a matter of fact, it's a lot lighter than the suitcases my wife packs. I swear to God, she must put bricks in them. When I try to move them, it's like they're filled with bricks. So, Joyce.
Yes,
We have a question.
we do.
We do. Me
Okay.
and them.
Okay.
Why are your suitcases so heavy?
My suitcase is so heavy.
Do you put bricks in them?
No.
Okay, why are your suitcases so heavy? Is it your deodorant and lipstick?
No.
Well, what is it?
I put some books in there.
Books. Okay. How many?
I don't know.
I think, is it
No.
because you pack your clothes densely?
No.
I think you bring it all. We ever do have a hard time zipping it.
Sometime, yes.
Okay, that's the answer. This isn't a review of lawnmowers here, but it's been very good. I like everything about it. It doesn't mulch well. I have a bag. I always bag my grass anyway. It doesn't mulch really good, but it seems to be very powerful and it works quite well. And the good thing about it is that the battery that goes in here also fits in the leaf blower. Now, why is that important? Well, let me show you the batteries. I have 2 of them here. They're both in the chargers. This one came with the lawnmower, and it's a 56-volt battery, and it works really good right now. The lights, you can see it's fully charged. I got this with the lawnmower. The lawnmower isn't cheap. It's about $4.99 with the battery. And then the leaf blower, this is the battery that came with it. I was going to get it. You can buy it without the battery. And I was going to get it without the battery. It's $199. It's a battery leaf blower because I have a battery for it, and all of their tools use the same battery. And it doesn't matter. This one's a little bit newer. It's got extra features, but they make them so they all fit. But the battery, if I wanted a second battery, they cost $249. But if I bought the leaf blower with the battery in it, it was $100 more. So $299 instead of $199. So since I have two tools, I thought two batteries. I never need it for the mower because I never use much of the juice in there to mow the lawn. But doing leaves can take quite a bit of time. And I thought two batteries, this is what makes it worthwhile to me. The batteries have lasted quite a while when I've used them, and I have blown a few leaves with this when they first started coming down, and it works very, very good. So let's check it out. I'm not going to do a feature thing about this. You can see that on tons of YouTube videos or just reading about it online. It's got a trigger, it's got a boost mode, which I use a lot. It has this button so you can lock it into a certain position and not have to pull the trigger at all. I really never use that, but people think that's important. It has a hook here to put a strap on. I'm left-handed, so I've tied it on so I can have it more comfortable. It has a nice level spot here for it to sit on, so when you put it down, it doesn't roll all over the place. It's got a nozzle that removes, and it's got a flat one that comes with it. I find this one best for leaves. And the battery goes in the bottom, so let's put it in. This is the battery that came with it. When you push on this button, it has 5 levels of green. So we have that here. We'll kind of keep track of the time and we'll see how far it goes. The battery slides in right there. When you want to take it out, you push a button here and it pops out. So let's check it out. Here I set my drone at bird's eye view so you get a better view of how it's going. As you can see, it blows the leaves really quite well. I do have this on boost mode, and I use it on that mode almost all the time for this. In the end, you'll see that the one battery lasted about 30 minutes. I think this blower is actually pretty impressive, much more powerful than my gas one. And you know, in a couple places here I have speeded things up, but for the most part, this is in real time right here, and it's pretty impressive. Okay, so this is speeded. So I've run the blower on high almost all the time with the boost mode on for about 35 minutes, trying to take off those times where I move the camera and so forth. It was about 35 minutes. Let's see if I flick the trigger. It was still running. I don't know how much left I'll have out of those 5 bars. There's one left and it's glowing red instead of green. So we'll see, but I managed to get all of this done, and I'm not looking for 100% cleanup. I'm looking for, 98%, 95%, because I have a lot of leaves yet to come down. So I'll be doing this a couple times more. And we did all the way back from the front of the house back there, here, all of this, the driveway, the front of the garage, and blew them up over that hill across the street. One more point of interest, this is a brushless motor, so it's going to be more efficient using batteries. Remember I told you about the one downstairs, the gas powered one? It was what, 530 cubic feet per minute? I know this one's upside down, but this is 650 cubic feet per minute. So it does push air out much faster than my other one in comparison. My sister has a Worx, W-O-R-X, and I'll put links to these all down at the bottom down here under the video. I do not sell any of these. I do not have any Amazon stores or anything, but where you can find them. This particular model, by the way, is sold at Lowe's, and you can get it online too. But anyway, my sister's model that works is 800 cubic feet per minute. And it's massive in what it can do. It's corded. It has to have a number 12 corded 100 feet for it to run. But she used to have to shovel her sand and put it in a wheelbarrow at the end of the driveway, the sand they put down on the roads in Maine because of all the snow. She can blow it across the street with this thing now. So it does a really good job, and of course it doesn't run out of juice because it's plugged in. And it's a good thing because she has a huge lawn too. But definitely worthwhile. Beats heck out of my gas one. Beats heck out of another leaf blower that I use like 180 cubic feet per minute. Those are for like vacuuming the dust off the steps as far as I'm concerned. A little bit of cleanup once in a while. So I will be keeping this, and I have bought in to the ecosystem because the batteries, which have a fairly good lifespan on them, are multi-usable. So I hope you get some use out of this. Please, if you have a mind to, hit the like button down below. It doesn't give me anything, except it sort of tells YouTube, the more you get to kind of move these towards the top. If someone's looking for does a search for something like this, it would come closer to the top so people would see it more. And I appreciate that if you do it. Subscribe if you wanted to, if you haven't already. Thanks.